So those race cars you can hear in the background are the Golf TCR racers that are currently doing laps around Portimao. But we've come out to have a look at this fantastic collection and look through the history of the Golf GTI. This Mark 6 is the Edition 35, which was an anniversary model that came out to signify the obviously 35 years of Golf GTI. It gets 35 badging on the side, dark mirrors, and it's much deeper red, not like the tornado red we're used to seeing on the current Golfs. Looks pretty interesting though. This yellow one is actually the Pirelli edition. So one thing that obviously aside from the Pirelli badging on the back of the Mark 5, and there's actually Pirelli tires and Pirelli wheels on it as well, specific alloy wheels. But one of the big features that a lot of people comment on with this car is the seats. And it does have quite unique seats, which, as you can see through this kind of harsh sunlight, they have this kind of thread or tire thread pattern on them. Drove this car yesterday. The seats are definitely very comfortable. They really hold you in place. It's a little bit different, and it's obviously got the yellow stitching as well. Matches with the exterior bodywork. So just a look at the wheels again that are on that. It's definitely where you see where the cars really started to get bigger was this Mark 4 in comparison to the Mark 3. It just looks a much more substantial car. Gets bigger wheels as well, bigger brakes. Looks pretty cool with these kind of central look wheels as well. Staying on the topic of seats as well, this has the Recaro seats with the GTI detailing on them, which you can see, and it's also in the back as well. So these are pretty cool, a little bit different. It's interesting to see the different touches, styling touches that go through all the different generations. It's one thing that really separates the Mark IV. It's this huge, big C-pillar design as well. Really, really thick. Obviously, you've got I'm sure everyone has a favourite at this stage, all the way through the different generations. So then this is a Mark III. You know, this is a design that we don't really see very many of them on the road anymore, but I think it's actually aged very, very well. I'm sure I'm probably going to get absolutely shot down for that, but I think as a whole package, it still looks smart today. Obviously, it's funny to see the difference in smaller wheels That's still a pretty smart looking car. I think even just in a standard Mark III Golf looks kind of smart today. Probably the biggest difference in driving them is between these two generations, between the Mark 1 on the right, this white one, and the Mark 2. It's it took a real big step up actually with the introduction of this 16 valve. It just feels so much more substantial, and whereas the Mark 1 we had it yesterday, it felt very light, very nimble on the road. Engine was real sweet, but you certainly had to rev it a little bit to get any sort of performance, whereas with the Mark 2 it just instantly felt a whole step up, real big change. I'll have a quick look inside this one too. Again, all just completely standard car, but it looks so great to see what some of these interiors are like in comparison to modern cars. Of course, we'll have to have a look at this absolutely exquisite Mark 1. Such a great design, so simple, still looks every bit as good today as it did when it first came out. There's about 118,000 kilometers on this particular car, and it drives like it is literally rolled off the production line. Of course, there is that iconic interior. The tartan seats just looks absolutely terrific. And yes, although you can't tell from the video, it does have that old car smell. Here's a look at the interior, which you can see, really simple dash, and of course that golf ball gear stick, which has become a real signature piece in all the Golfs. It's a pity actually that with the latest cars that have DSG that's kind of gone. All the more reason to try and buy a manual. So that's a look through all the different generations of Golf GTI. So Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, Mark 4, Mark 5, and then the Mark 6. Obviously these being the Mark 5 being the Pirelli edition, and the Mark 6 being the Edition 35. What's your favorite? What one? If you could have any one of these, and we're excluding the Mark 7 because it's not here, but if you could have any of these from Mark 1 to Mark 6, what would you have? Let us know. Anyway, in the meantime, have a look at CompleteCar.ie, where you can find our reviews of all many generations of Golf and Golf GTI. And obviously remember, if you're on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. You get more notifications as well if you click the bell, so you'll see every time we put a new video up. And on Facebook, obviously let us know in the comments below what you think, and please, as ever, like the CompleteCar.ie Facebook page.